Nah, he shot it straight through. He's just going to keep skull dragging him.
You did? Oh, okay. Wait, the car's turned off, right? What? On what are you talking about?
Right, do you want another coffee?
Yeah, it should be done dripping over there, isn't it?
Oh, I can't see any more dripping.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Just don't drop it on your face, yeah?
It'll be heavy, Lockie.
Maybe you jump on that side, Baz, and we'll lift it down.
Yeah, I don't want anyone getting their face caved in.
It's alright, this face couldn't deal with any more fucking ugliness.
Maybe actually. Sway bodily.
This is cute.
Oh yeah, I can see missing teeth.
Oh, there's a plug.
That's alright, just go down.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a bit up there missing.
Yeah, okay.
Retrieve it.
I don't know how much is like. I was probably like, what the fuck? What's missing?
What does that say? ABS on the it. Yeah, all clear. G'day legends, as most of you might have seen, we blew up our rear diff last fall driving event. Which is a bit unfortunate, but that comes with our stupidity. But we've been given the opportunity to partner with Nitro Gears in repair of the car, and we've chosen to go with some reduction gears to suit some larger tyres. The standard ratio in the Prado is a 3.9, and we're upgrading to a 4.56, which is more suited for 35-inch tyres, but we plan to go down that road eventually, so we thought we might as well just prepare for when we do. We've also got no experience in rebuilding diffs, and we've got a lot of people saying that maybe it's not something we should try and do, but why not? Where's the fun in that? So we've actually pulled the rear diff out and got our blown up crown wheel off and everything like that. And this is a full rebuild kit. It has all the bearings and everything, all the seals. So let's open it up and see if we can piece together the puzzle. This first box is for the clamshell. So that's the front diff. Let's see what we've got in here. There's a pinion. This is for the front. Ooh, that's thick. Next one is heavy, so I'm going to assume that this is crown and pinion for the rear diff. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Let me just get our one and we'll compare it. Alrighty, so here's a standard one, which is a bit, it said goodbye. Rear pinion. This one's not missing any teeth. These boxes should be the seals and shims and all that stuff. So I'll open this one first. This one's the rear. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Got all the new bearings. Nice. I don't know where they put the instructions though. I was really hoping there was like a IKEA instructions. With some shims. So that's what's in the rear. You got the bearings, gasket maker, crush sleeve, some marking compound, new seal, and some shims. Let's open up the front one. We have CV seals, a lot of shims. That is a lot. Another CV for the input shaft, a few bolts, more gasket maker, marking compound. Same. The front one's one that I'm scared about because it's clamshell style, so it clamps itself together, and everyone says it's a lot harder. So we also had these two things separate. I don't know what they are right now, but I'm sure we'll come across a stage where I see that these things need to go. Actually, these might be a replacement for the crush sleeves. Maybe.
Alrighty, we're back in the shed tonight and we're doing a trial assembly. Lachlan found the IKEA instructions, so that will help.
So we've chucked the pinion in and put the nut on the back of it, so there's some load on the bearings. Now we're going to chuck in the carrier, so that way we can check the backlash.
David's told me that I'm not wearing the correct PPE for the shed. I don't think he's seen my feet yet.
So we've put the carrier in, we've tightened up everything, and we've got the backlash to pretty good for our trial run. Right now, we're aiming for between 6 to 10, and we're getting, what's that, 7, 8, which is pretty good. So now we're just going to chuck some compound on here and we'll see how they're meshing. Also, with this dial indicator, we've actually borrowed it and it's imperial, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. I just know it needs to be between 6 and 10, which is what my instructions have said. One part we get to start painting. It would be better if it was turquoise, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm no Picasso, just getting the job done alright. And that should be enough. And I'll just run it through a couple of times and see what the pattern looks like. And now the other way. Yeah.
So we're really happy with that pattern. We're just going to go ahead and finish the assembly now. We will adjust the backlash a little bit because that will that will fix the center issue between the toe and the heel, which is not as important as the centering between the flank and the face. So we're just going to fiddle with that a little bit and try and get that more in center, and then we'll probably mark it again. And yeah, it's pretty much finished.
And send it.
Full sends. Everyone's been messaging me asking for an update on the rear diff. So we got to like the last step almost before we could put it all back together, and we were checking the backlash, and you need to check the backlash in different spots to make sure that there's not too much of a difference. Yeah, well, there was a lot of difference, like a lot of difference. So we took it all apart, we tried filing it, we checked everything. We thought maybe there might have been a high side on the crown and not on the carrier. So we like rotated it, put it back together again, and still a no-go. So that meant that the carrier is warped. It could have been from overheating, it could have been from when the diff blew up, like anything. But either way, it's damaged and it's not going to work. So we were looking online, couldn't find it anywhere. Like no one sells what we need. So Lachlan today has taken it and gone and got it machined, and we're going to try and put it back together tonight. So pray for us and let's hope that it all fits together and we can be done with this. Just getting some evidence here that Nisha's touching it. So
I know what I'm doing.
Professional.
You said you just tap it, yeah?
We've put it all back together, checked the backlash, and it seems better. And now we're about to do the pattern test. So, are you confident?
Maybe.
We've tested the pattern, it's all good now, so now we've had to pull it back to the start basically, and we've got two options here. We've got a crush sleeve and a solid spacer. What these do is these go in between these two bearings basically, and they set the amount of force that's applied on these bearings. Too tight and it's going to wear out and kill these pretty quickly, and too loose and this is going to have play and kill everything else inside your diff. So now we have to go through and try and work out what combination of these we need. So this will be a bit tedious. Now that we've got the correct amount of shims in there, it took us like 3 or 4 goes. Now we're up to the ceiling. One of the bearings that we pulled apart, the race fits perfectly on this.
It's beautiful. So we've removed our temporary diff. Ta-da! Piece of cake. Woo. As you all seen last week, we finished our rear diff re-gear. We've had it in there for about a week now, and we've just had the front disconnected to see how it goes. We've been told that the front diff is harder to do, so we just wanted to make sure that the rear is definitely fine, has no problems, before we went ahead and attempted the front. So the rear's been fine. So now today we're gonna go ahead and try and do the front diff. So wish us luck.
We've gone ahead and put it up on stands, taken the wheels off and all the bash plates. Now we just got to drain the oil.
Don't judge us, we just moved, so we lost our oil pan. Diff oil would absolutely have to be up there with one of the worst smells. Ugh. Let's have a look.
So now we've got the tie rod ends off. Now we're going to work on getting this dust cap off and then undoing the nut on the end of the CVs. Did you get that?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Just working our way around so that way we don't damage it.
Ta-da!
So now we've got the 35, 36mm nut, whatever size socket you got. I got a 35. Hey, this is now loose. Now we have to remove the sway bar. Yep, look, we already did that. I don't know where that is. And then we've got the 2 bolts down here that hold the lower ball joint. So we'll undo them. And it should be good to remove it out of the way. These 2 bolts from under here. Now you just got to get a hammer or a dead blow. I have a dead blow, but if you just have a normal hammer, you can get a block of timber and set it on there just so you don't damage it. You just got to tap it out, the CV out. Looking at this, we might have got a bit of muddy water past the seal. Now we've got to pop this off. So I'm just going to get my big flathead to that point. Should pop it out. It's just got a circlip on the inside, and once that pops past the little recess, it'll come out easy. Yep, that's that. Now we should just be able to pull it out gently, sort of. Careful of all the rubber seals and stuff. And it's out. Just undoing the bolt for the diff breather bracket. It's in a great position.
I gotta cramp my leg.
Your leg's not up there.
Oh fuck, I got it.
You getting it? Work it. Yeah, that's probably far enough. Ta-da! I'm gonna give it a yank.
I'm just going to loosen off these bolts because they're too hard to loosen off once the diff is out. So we're just going to crack them all through in here. Yeah, right. Cut! Fuck!
Take
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, take two. That was definitely not happening. There we go.
Alright, we're just breaking them off anyway, just so we don't have to try and do that in a vise or whatever when it's out of the car. Ta-da.
Then we gotta fully take out the ones in the back, but we don't have the right Allen key, so we still have to try and work out how we're gonna reach up and get to those.
So normally you would undo this Allen here, but we don't have one that big, so we're gonna have to undo this one and then somehow manage to get up to the top of that one. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna lay under here while just undo the two last bolts.
Do you trust me?
Sure. It'll just land on me.
Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's touch your paint.
Okay, it's good.
Alright, you can just stay there, right? And I'll just reverse the car out.